Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is November 28th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Nasdaq 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see. Resize, maximize this quarterly chart and zoom in. We see green. We're still below a yearly R2, but we still see green. Let's go ahead and go down to this monthly chart and see what we see. On this monthly chart, we did end up closing the month as a red month on the Nasdaq, and we did not pull back above that quarterly R1 level, but it is looking very bullish. This market did push up pretty strong here this last week, and it is looking like maybe next month we may come up, start heading green and start heading higher, but we got to kind of like wait and see what happens there. We're still above the 9-10 moving average, so technically we are still in a bull market. We just had a pretty good pull back down to pivot and back up almost above an R1 level, so that's pretty strong. Let's go ahead and go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart is the one where last week I was saying it was at a do or die place, and it did do. It's a short week, holiday week. A thing I started to put out a video on holiday weeks, but I'm not doing that. You can do that work and all. But as we can see here, this was an area where I was let me zoom in a little bit more. This was an area, like I was saying, I didn't expect it before to go below this Friday candle. This is a weekly candle, but all that red was created on a Friday. And I said, okay, we can't close below that. And we came real close to that last week. So I say I kind of was expecting a reversal. I did get the reversal that I was expecting and all. And we did have reversed, and we got up. We kind of like have reversed right now. Come next week, we will be opening above pivot, starting out the month above pivot. We got to see if this holiday month, December, can go ahead and break this high, all-time high, and we finish the year off at all-time highs. So that's what I'll be looking for next month. But let's have to kind of like wait and see what's going to happen there. Let's go ahead and go down to this daily chart and wrap this on up. This was a short week. Again, this was like a a 4-day week. So these 4 candles that we see here, these 4 green candles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And all. And last week I was saying we had this bullish harami, not the best bullish harami, since we had this big red candle here, but that was all caused by some earnings stuff and all. And they want to get in before this thing actually took off like it took off and all. But that's what we see now. We're up here. We got a little bit more of this gap here to close. We came up into that gap area, didn't close it all the way. But come next week, I kind of expect us to actually close that gap and go higher. And I do see us opening above pivot. Again, above pivot on the monthly, above pivot on the weekly. So again, we can come back down and test this before we actually head higher, but I do expect us to be going higher next month. But that's it. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and all, and looking forward to next month and see what's going to happen. This is Right Side Trader. Talk to you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.